Well, that's how we're going to do it. At least till Pat or somebody gets in here. Just have to deal with me driving cockeyed. It's all fisheye lens. I don't know why. And we're doing the battery thing again. Cool. Check gauges. So I'm going to be back to where I started $215 ago. So that sucks. Yeah, looks like it's an alternator. So we went last night and got a new battery. And swapped that out and it fired right up. And let Pat riot though, because he used to be a mechanic. He had brainstormed all these possibilities of things it could be. And basically, it's kind of like looking up something on WebMD. It turned into, oh, it could be cancer. You know. But basically, the summation was that if you start with the battery, basically he was like, if you think it's a battery, you need a battery. If you don't think you need a battery, if it's got any age to it, you need a battery. So that's what we did. We put a different battery on it. And it fired right up last night. Let it run a while. He was like, yeah, now turn it off, turn it back on. So turn it off, turn it back on. And sure enough, the voltage was reading lower. But left alone for now. So I got up this morning, took the old battery back to see if they would test it and say, yeah, dead cell or whatever, and get my money back on this new battery. But it didn't. It tested good, so I'm letting them charge it. So at least I'll have two batteries in the meantime. I guess keep one on a tender and one in the vehicle until I figure out an alternator and a dry place to try and install it. The foreseeable forecast suggests that there will be not a dry shade tree for a while. It's unfortunate that I didn't get 24 hours of solid performance out of this new battery. We've got some folks in the comment section, but I can't read it due to the orientation. Give me a second to get parked. We'll see if we can't mitigate any of that. Take the handicap spot. Give me just a minute here to figure out breakfast. Why would not let me do the orientation lock?
Auto rotate. Where's that at? Why does it zoom in so much? That's weird. Add. There we go. We got Pat Ride in. We should have Pat Ride. Hey-o.
What's up?
I don't know if you heard any of that, but got the battery, the old battery took back today. Let them test it, and they said that it tests good, so they're charging it. And then I went out and started up, took off down the road in this one, and then all of a sudden, boop, the needle dropped and it says gauges. So check gauges again. So this one's not any better.
Yeah, barring any loose connections, I think you're looking at an alternator, unfortunately. Did you figure out anybody that has a multimeter?
No, but I mean, if they've tested both of the batteries, you know, it's just common sense at this point, isn't it?
Yeah. There are other things like I'd rather make sure the voltage is low and it's not just something else going on.
Yeah. Well, before I buy a part, I'll let one of the parts shops throw their tester on there or whatever. Is that not logical?
Actually, Advance will test it for you for free
Yeah.
if you have one of those close. I guess AutoZone is probably the same.
Yeah, I think about all of them, Will. My concern is that with the poor weather I'm going to have the next few days, precipitation-wise, I worry that I'm not going to have the ability to do a whole lot about it. I guess all I'm going to be able to do is just battery swap for a couple days.
Yeah, if you don't got to go.
That's the thing. This was a brand new battery. This one's off the charts. Like, I'm afraid to turn it off now. I don't know if my plan was on lunch to run back over there and pick up that other battery and just keep it in the cab with the hole caps on it and have a spare. But now I'm freaking out that once I get to work that this one's even going to start back up this afternoon. Because I was excited when I left the house this morning, got headed down the highway. The battery, the voltage meter, whatever, climbed.
Yeah, I think you got an issue where your alternator quits when it gets hot.
It wasn't really hot. It just got warm. That's the thing. Because
yeah,
it got better driving down the highway is what I'm saying, not worse. But then now come on the way back, it just plummeted.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's some sort of gremlin in the system. I wonder if I'm making everybody sick having my phone vertical on yours. I don't have any way to prop it up.
Now they can just turn their phone sideways.
Yeah, but then you're sideways. And then the comments are scrolling by.
I can't read the comments anyway. My nanny cam will yell at me for looking at my phone.
Oh, Sophia's saying if I'm mechanically inclined, remove alternator and clean brushes. Well, that's the plan, to remove it. Pat and Justin are helping me
you
hook
don't
up the
really take
monkey.
you don't really take alternators apart and like clean stuff.
I'm
You
not even that.
used to be able to get the stator on the back of it separately. I don't even think they do that anymore.
Yeah, I'm not terribly worried about trying to fix it. Or not fix it. That's not what I mean to say. Work on it. I just want to buy a new one, plop it in there, and reset go. And then that way I'll have new starter, new alternator, and despite what you say, I'm going to go ahead and put that new belt on there because I only want to dick with it once if I can help it.
I I agree. I'm just trying to save you a couple bucks.
I know, but I already spent the money on the belt. Like I have it, and it has a
Okay.
3-year warranty. And so the 3-year warranty is going by whether it's attached to the truck or it's right around in the cab as a spare. So
Yeah.
might as well put it on there and use it. The truck may not last 3 years. I may not last 3 years. You never can tell.
Well, that's a little dark. As soon as I got in here, all the thoughts left my head. Like I was sitting here thinking about certain things, and now I can't even remember what the hell I was sitting here thinking about.
Well, in case I'm afoot today, at least I've got breakfast.
Do you have a battery charger?
No, not not with me. My me poppy does. I already spoke to him. So
I mean, if you can get that battery charger, take it with you, like charge it while you're at work, and then keep it on a slow charge at night when you get home.
yeah, that's
It'll
what
at
he
least
was
get you.
asking if I had somewhere out of doors to plug it in, and I said no. And if I did, I wouldn't chance it because as
Just
soon as I plug it in and leave it outside, somebody's dog will piss on it, or some kids will mess with it and burn either the car or the house down.
what I normally do when I leave them outside is there's usually room under the hood. You just leave it under the hood and shut the hood.
I think that's what he was doing on that other battery. He kind of was intermittently keeping it on the trickle charger because that battery was just bought last year. So I don't think, I don't know. I really thought that it was going to come down to putting a new battery on it and driving it, but it be what it be.
What, you thought you were going to get lucky?
What I should have done is while I was swapping the battery last night, I should have rapped on the alternator like the little gremlin on the Bugs Bunny cartoons. Tink, tink,
Yep.
tink, tink.
Yep. And see if it's turning. When it's running, just leave it
Yeah.
run and look under the hood and just make sure the alternator is turning.
So you're saying that like the belt can glide past it?
Yeah.
Huh.
When they start to seize up,
Wouldn't that cause a rough spot on the belt or whatever?
it might cause a squeal.
See, I hadn't had any rough squeal. Did we lose you, Pat? I don't know if it's your signal or my signal. Good morning, everybody. Mark Legan, Old Man Boat Wrinkles, Reese Buchanan. Pat Riot.
Is it raining where you are?
Yes.
Like I'm riding this dang storm all the way across. I started driving on the edge of it. Now I'm almost in the middle of it.
Stage left.
It's just gonna follow me east.
Well, I'm terrified. Do I turn it off and save the gas, or do I let it continue to just sit here and idle? Nothing's changing.
Well, if it's not charging, turn it off.
Okay. I don't want to. I want it to be like the. I want it to be like the perpetual flame.
I guess it all depends on how long you're gonna sit there.
Well, I'm a half hour early because your boy woke up spry.
Oh, so you're at work.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely shut it off if you're there for the day.
Well, I'm at least here till lunch for another 6 hours, 5.5.
You have any jumper cables with you?
Oh yeah.
If anybody there that works with you for like 30 minutes before it's time to go home, if you let their car sit there and run with the jumper cables on you, it'll give you a little bit of extra juice.
Through that. Vinci's World, your new name to me. Thank you. Safe travels to you. And good morning. Sophia's turning Japanese and putting arrows up. Alternator not working. It'll run until battery is dead. Yeah. Yeah, that's where we were at. That's probably where we're still at. Regretfully. Oh well. I'm pretty motivated to if I'm gonna sink money into one, it's probably gonna be this one. Because even just being logical about it, it books for more than my Jeep. And then this one's sentimental, being my grandfather's. So until till the tranny falls out of it or something, and that's $7,000 to fix, I'll probably just keep nickel and diming this truck until I'm.
Well, it's either you put parts on it or you go get a newer car and put payments on it. And the parts can usually wait. The payments can't.
That is true. Have a bite. Ultimate meat and cheese. Sausage, bacon, cheese sauce. I think sprinkle cheese, tater tots, and fluffy, very seasoned eggs today. Somebody laid it on that pepper shaker.
Yeah, the last week when I came home, I stopped and got a breakfast burrito at Sheets, and I didn't realize that they were like just like pre-made frozen burritos. I was very disappointed.
Like a corner brownie. It pops up that option to do like like AI generated Q&As. That's where you need to go, Greer's Ferry Lake.
Look at your phone. It doesn't like you to pick up your phone. Sometimes if you check your mirrors too long, it'll squeal at you.
Wow.
The rain seems to be breaking up, though.
Yep. That robot just ain't right, I tell you. Yep, parts over payments every day. Bubble guts suck. Nobody likes bubble guts.
Man, if you could put your own parts on, you can save tons of money, and it forces you to be a little more self-reliant. Like
I
in the end of
know
the world, 90% of the people out there probably couldn't change a battery to get a car running.
pain is growth.
It's funny. I kind of ran an experiment with my two sons. My oldest son, I helped out a lot working on cars, and my youngest son, I almost made him do it himself. Guess who's the better
Mm-hmm.
mechanic? I mean, they're both good.
So
They're both pretty good. My oldest son put his transmission in by himself, basically. So they're both pretty good at working on cars, but one is better than the other. Which one do you think it is?
probably the one that's self-taught.
Yep. I came to realize
But
my best friend got me a job as a mechanic, and I was a carpenter before that. But I had always worked on my own cars. And I came to realize the days that I grew as a mechanic, the days that I got better, are the days when he wasn't there and I had to do it all by myself.
yeah,
Just the only downside to that is the tools.
and
There's
that's what
almost
I was
always
going to
some
say.
frick. There's almost always some stupid tool you need. Some brakes you need a special tool in order, because some brakes you can't just push the piston back. Some of them you actually have to like screw back in. So you have to have special tools for that. That alternator job, you should be able to get that done with a basic socket set.
Yeah, Justin was trying to fluff me up last night and build my confidence on it. He was like, "Oh, you got that, man." He said, "Watch you. There's a couple of YouTube videos. You watch that." He said, "You'll have that."
Yeah, that's one of the
People
easier things to do.
like, there's 3 bolts. They're all 13 millimeter. You undo that connection, like he said, you're golden. So the only hard part may be you needing like a big screwdriver or something to get the tensioner on that belt.
A lot of tensioners have a square hole in them, and you just put
Mm-hmm.
your wrench on it with an extension, and you just
Yeah,
turn the wrench, and it undoes it. Not all of them, some of them, and some of them actually have like a 16 millimeter hex on there that you just put a socket on and do the same thing. I will tell you, probably the bottom bolt is going to be the longer bolt, and it's going to go all the way through the alternator. In the back of the alternator is like this little slip nut that it takes up the space, and sometimes you have to loosen that bottom bolt, like just a couple of threads, and give it a good schwack with a hammer to move that thing backwards in order to get the alternator out.
10-4.
Sometimes. And since you're replacing the alternator, you can probably get away with, if you've got a big screwdriver or a pry bar, just pry the thing off. But if it's a refurbished alternator, that slip nut might be in too far, and you got to thread the bolt all the way through the alternator and give it a schwack to move it backwards. But when it's off of the vehicle, you have to support the back side of it on something, or you can schwack that tab right off the alternator.
I'm a visual learner. Like, for example, if the two of us were trying to deactivate a thing that goes boom, you do better to just text me a picture of it than to try and describe it over the phone while I'm holding the wires.
Right.
Otherwise, we're toast.
Well, you're toast because I'm on the other end of the phone. I should be all right.
Either which way.
At least I'm not up on 70. They're getting snow.
Yup.
My wife was telling me somewhere up north got like 18 inches of snow, Michigan or something.
You're on 40, right?
Yeah.
I thought so, but I wasn't sure with you being in about Little Rock. There's a couple interchanges there.
Yeah, I'm dancing in between the raindrops right now. It's not even raining.
Hey, y'all, remember to tune into Tactical Muffin Top tonight, or actually Show Intel. Show Intel's, Vanessa, the host of Show Intel, is having TMT on this evening. I don't know exactly what time yet, because if either of them said I didn't catch it, could be earlier, could be later. I'm not sure. Judging by my eyes, I'm hoping that it is earlier than later, but we'll see.
Just hold back on the White Claws. You'll be fine.
That's when I'm allowed to have them. When everything's calm and still and all the duties are done for the day. Old Man Bunt Wrinkles, it's show, like SHOW, and then intel, like intelligence report. Actually, I think her channel name is Show Intel 2025, all one word. You can find her in Muffin Top's Discord, and I'm sure she's got on her profile, she's got all of her channel links and stuff.
That's clever.
Sophia will miss you. I'll be sure to forward that to TMT, to the muster.
That's more clever than Pat Riot. Nobody gets it.
Yeah. Instead, it's show and tell.
Yeah.
It's pretty clever. All you Gen Xers come up with them clever names. Oh, look at that. Sophia dropped a link. So there's the channel. Show Intel 2025. Damn, it was busy yesterday, and that is super great for the bottom line and the possibility of a Christmas bonus. And at least it makes the day go by. But it felt like such a long day, and it's going to be all that again. We'll see if we can't make it, though. Do or do not, there is no try. Can't see the link. Like the video, go to your liked videos and click on this video, and it will just display regular chat and the link will work. There we go. Or you can copy and paste that Show Intel 2025 section and throw it into the search bar, and you'll find her channel, and then you can sub. And then I'm sure later today she'll have it set up like a scheduled video or something. I don't know. Got to hype it up. Try and get those two ponds to overlap. Grow her and TMT and get TMT some new viewers. Anywho, I got a coworker walking over here that's going to inevitably want to talk about how the truck's doing, and then he needs me to get in the door. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one down. Y'all have a wonderful day. Pat, be safe as you can be. And hopefully we'll see most of you this evening. This is Lawfully Armed.
Y'all be nice.